I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A new program at the Flagler County Jail graduates its first class. John R. King has more.
On Wednesday afternoon, 5 Flagler County inmates became the first graduates of the new Inside Out Dad program, which Sheriff Rick Staley says can hopefully break a chain of dysfunction.
To give inmates the skills they need to be a better father while they're in jail and when they get released. As many times their children feel abandoned and not loved by their father. This is a 14-week program, very rigorous, which requires inmates to really conduct self-assessments and is taught 100% by volunteers at no cost to the taxpayers. We recently graduated our first 5 inmates from this program. It was an outstanding program. The comments from the inmates were very positive. We hope this helps them understand how important it is to be a father to their children and not return to the jail.
The Inside Out Dad program is described as the nation's only evidence-based fatherhood program designed specifically for incarcerated fathers. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
Palm Coast wants to hear from you about what they're doing right and wrong in terms of their communication. Brad West, the city's senior communications officer, says they've launched a survey.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to tell us how they're receiving information and how they want to receive information. So this is a great opportunity for us to better bridge gaps in coverage as well as better engage with the community.
West called this a precursor to another survey that will go out in the new year.
This is going to help guide our plans to getting our citizen survey out in January to the community, and that survey is extremely important to us because it helps guide our council decisions and priorities and get direct feedback from everyone.
You'll find the 11-question communication survey at palmcoastconnect.com starting this Monday, November 1st. You can also take the survey in person at City Hall, the Community Center, Palm Harbor Golf Club, or the Palm Coast Tennis Center. You have until December 31st to voice your opinion.
It's probably too late to mail in your ballot for Tuesday's election.
The deadline is Election Day, and if we don't receive it on that day at 7 p.m., the vote won't be counted.
Flagler County Supervisor of Elections Katie Lenhart said that you can bring your completed mail-in ballot to the elections office.
So many people are doing that. There's a line for early voting, and then there's a separate line of people that are coming up to the drop box.
Lenhart said that voters could drop their ballots off at the Government Services Building in Bunnell or the other early voting sites in Palm Coast. And as far as early voting is concerned, tomorrow will be the final day of early voting in Flagler County. To listen to the full interview with Katie Lenhart, download the Flagler radio app and go to the Free for All Friday podcast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
Efforts are successful to catch and release a gopher tortoise causing some trouble. Karen Johnson has the story.
Flagler County officials with the Land Management and Parks and Recreation Department were able to catch a gopher tortoise that was burrowed directly on the edge of the paved Lehigh Trail. Julie Murphy is the Flagler County Public Information Officer.
Within one day, that tortoise visited, and so he was in the trap. Somebody called our land manager, Mike Legassi, and within 5 minutes, we had somebody out there to release that gopher tortoise and relocate him in a different area.
Staff sought guidance from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and obtained the necessary permit to relocate the gopher tortoise. The entrance to the burrow, a hole about the size of a dinner plate, was a potential trip hazard.
He was really like right underneath the pavement on the Lehigh Trail, just a little bit east of Old Kings Road. And so that really was a hazard, for somebody jogging or walking or riding a bike.
The gopher tortoise was located safely away from the trail to make a new home. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.